how to build trust. How to build trust in the workplace, how to build trust with your colleagues, how to build trust in personal relationships. There is a central theme about trust building that is going to be so important for you not only to become aware of, but to develop the skills. Hi, I'm Ralph Keeson, and welcome to our video series on personal development. This is really for people that are focused on improving their skills and their knowledge to improve their effectiveness, whether it's in leadership, whether it's in business development, or just generally becoming more effective as a human being. Check us out on YouTube, and if you like what you see, any likes and referrals are greatly appreciated. Okay, so let me talk about how to build trust in the workplace. Start there. A couple of quick tips. The first one that I not only see not done consistently, and what I try to coach people on doing, is self-awareness. How you build trust is by being self-aware. Let me explain what I mean by that. Self-awareness of what you do that builds trust, and self-awareness relating to what you do that breaks trust. So the building of trust starts with how you communicate. It comes down to how you actually engage people. When they listen to you, when they're meeting with you, do they feel safe? Do they feel that you are really genuinely and authentically interested in them, their situation, and how they can improve or how they can do what you're asking them to do? So it starts with really inside you, a level of authenticity and care and empathy. The thing that you don't want to do when you're trying to build trust and get people to follow you and buy in is come in with an attitude of superiority or arrogance. In other words, you may have done this for 5, 10, 15 or more years. If someone senses, though, that you're talking down to them, that they're not being invited into the conversation and dialogue with you, they're probably going to put up the walls right away. Kind of a force field goes up, and they may not even hear what you're saying, because any previous experience or biases or bad experiences, for that matter, that this reminds them of will essentially force them to close down, shut down, and not hear you. Okay, so there's a how to and what you should be aware of not doing. So what's self-awareness? The other one that is so important in building trust is your words. The words you use, are they credible? Can people hear and understand what you mean? And another way that might be beneficial for you to understand how to build relationships with people is just focus on the words and the music. So what do I mean by that? Use words that are genuine, sincere, and understandable, and people can relate. And then the music part means say them in a way that people allow them in. So you can have music that is very aggravating and intense and annoying even, or you can have music that is soothing and inviting and is pleasant to listen to. Think of your words in the same way. The words that you're saying, do they convey an important message? And then the music, the way you say them, the way your intonation and even your body language supports them, can they be heard? Okay, and then third thing around building trust within the workplace and with colleagues is being accountable when you screw up. There's nothing that I have seen employers or managers or bosses do that has more impact than this. When you drop the ball, when something goes sideways under your watch, and especially if you did it, stepping up and taking ownership is critical in building trust. There's nothing we like less, and actually what creates distrust and pushes people away from someone is if they don't take ownership. So building trust with your employees, with your customers, with your spouse, your kids, with whomever, comes down to you being honest and admitting when you've made a mistake, owning up, apologizing, asking for the people to forgive you, especially if it's something that's a big deal where people are hurt or potentially set back because of the relationship you have and how they see this might impact it. And then ask for input of what they've learned, what they can give you in the way of feedback to improve. And then also share your vulnerability and your openness to learn, inviting them in. That makes you so appealing. That makes you real. That makes you authentic. People trust you when they see that there's not a pretense, there's not a wall, and we're not trying to pass the buck. So there's 3 simple things that you can do to immediately start building trust with your colleagues, with your employees, with your customers, and quite frankly, anyone in any relationship where trust is a central factor for success.